This week, we've learned lower predicted Mississippi River levels won't trigger the opening of the Bonnet Carré Spillway, bringing a sigh of relief for so many who have worked to protect the Mississippi Sound from a possible spillway opening. Department of Marine Resources Executive Director Joe Spraggins joins us now here in the studio. Thanks for stopping by. And so when we're talking about, there was talk for several weeks that a spillway opening would be possible, but when you learn that it's more than likely not going to open now, what's your reaction?
Well, it's a great reaction. Anytime that we cannot open it, that's fantastic. And the Corps has really started trying to work with us a lot. And I think a lot of it has to do with the people from South Mississippi and our delegation, especially our governor, lieutenant governor, and them putting the pressure on them and telling them, hey, you got to look at these things. You got to make sure that that it has to be open before you do anything. And I think that the Corps is really working hard with us on this at this time.
So you really can see a difference in their attitude and maybe taking some more precautions. There's been a lot of work done since 2020, the last time that it opened, and all the impacts that had, a lot of meetings and everything. You feel like the Army Corps of Engineers is now listening actively?
Oh, I do, and I'm not so sure they wasn't listening before, but I think they're getting a little bit more emphasis from the top down with it. And so I think that really helps, especially with our senators and our congressmen talking to them in Washington, D.C., and then also having our governor and lieutenant governor talking to them in the state of Mississippi. And I think it really has a lot to do with it. The coalition's doing a great job, and between us and them, we're able to work it out. And the Corps is just more open about it, and that's what's a good part. And with the Lower Mississippi River study that's being done now, a tremendous amount of effort is being put on the part of what do we do about the Bonnet Carré? What can we do it? How can we do it different?
So as long as that conversation is continuing there, that is sounds like a good sign. But people are still feeling the impacts from the opening in 2020, and DMR and others are still offering us some assistance to those impacted. Just tell us about that.
Yeah, the 2020 impact, the actual opening in 2020 didn't cause a lot of impact, but it was the fact of it was still a residue from the 2019. And what happened there was, of course, the oysters were devastated, and it takes longer than that for them to recover. And the brown shrimp was about 80% devastation during that time in 2019. So what we're doing now is paying people for what they would have lost in 2020, and because of not being able to harvest the brown shrimp or the oysters. And so it's just for the shrimp and oyster business. And but hopefully we'll start that this week and end it at the end of June. Will be about 60 days for people to apply.
Okay, and if people are interested in applying there for that assistance, how can they do it?
They can go online. DMR will have it online, and we'll have it there where they can file and look at it. And we got around $3 million that we'll be able to distribute, so that'll help a little bit for some of these fishermen that have been suffering so much.
Yeah, everything helps, and there you see the website right there. You can go to there and find out more information. Joe Spraggins from the Department of Marine Resources, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, and good luck.
Okay.
I'm glad we're not having it open it.
Yeah, dodge the bullet for now. Thank you.